Thanks so much. Okay, by a show of hands, how many people recognise what this is on the slides? Wow, not many people, right? This is what a camera used to look like 15, 20 years ago. I used to have this exact camera. You have to open the back, put a spool in, wind it up. You can only take 28 pictures with it, and it costs a lot of money to get your photos processed. And if you're anything like my family, or me in general, you've probably got a lot of these things lying around in shoeboxes, in cupboards, unprocessed memories. Because when you're 15 years old, you don't have a lot of money to get your photos processed, do you? You just don't have all the money. You've taken all these rubbish photos of all your friends that you don't ever really want to see again. But things have changed a lot in the last 20 years, right? The last 15, 10 years. We've got these things now, right? Easy, cheap, convenient. You can take as many pictures as you want. Let's not compare what video cameras used to look like 15, 20 years ago to this. We've got so much capability to take as many pictures and videos as we really want. In fact, I was looking back through 2016 just for my own personal pictures and videos that I took, and I've got something like 48.5 gigabytes just from personal pictures and videos that I've taken over the last year. And that's me documenting my life, right? We all do it. We're going to talk about that later on. We all document our lives. We take it. It's so easy to do this stuff now. We just take it for granted. But there was a time where it wasn't like that. Now I want to take you back to about 27 years ago when I was about 8 years old. This is my family. We've got me and my brother Colin at the front here. It's like an indie music video or something like that. And Barclay and Callum. When I was 8 years old, my family joined forces with another family to become 6. My stepdad Stuart and Barclay and Callum got some really dodgy photos when we were looking through all of this, and this is when my parents were getting married. And I was 8 when we moved in together. Barclay was 7, Colin was 6, and Callum was 5. And we just grew up our lives. That was our family. You don't really remember much before that time, being that age. So what happens is, and this happens in every family as well, is when you're a teenager, you just grow up, you go through school, you don't really remember much about it, and then we were taught to be independent. So when we were about 17, 18, 19, we all left the house. And it's between that time when you're 17 to 25 or so, you don't really see each other that much. And you don't really think about it, but you just hope that everyone's happy and healthy. Until something unexpected happens. And in July 10th, 2007, my little brother died. So it's about 10 years ago, Colin died in an incident at home, and it's an ongoing investigation just now. And and it's been recently, especially 10 years looking back, to think about all the memories I have of Colin. And we've been looking through all the photos and trying to piece together the memories, and there was a moment where I was scared that I was starting to forget Colin, because all the memories were somewhere in there, but I couldn't access them. So 10 years passes in a blink. I never thought it would pass so quickly, but it does. You just don't think about it so much. So the first thing you do when you're trying to piece together those memories is you go through the photo album, right? You're going through the photo album, but we're talking about 10, 15, 20 years ago. There isn't as many photos as you might like to think there are. You probably get the same in your own family. So you go back through them, and the photos are the things that trigger the memories, right? They trigger the memories, they trigger the stories. You pick up a photo, and all of a sudden you remember again. And I was still looking for all this stuff. There's like almost no video. Can you believe that? Almost none. But it's something that we do every single day now. And there is hope though, and one of the things that I did was I jumped onto Facebook Live and I shared this exact sort of talk basically with my audience, and people started to reach out to me and share their stories with me about Colin, which is all we've really got. We've only got other people's memories really to kind of go on, and then their stories started to complete my stories, and I started to remember things that I thought I'd forgotten about, but I'd actually remembered. It was all there. And suddenly started to feel a bit more hopeful that maybe I hadn't forgotten, I just needed to access those memories again. And I kind of started to think about, well, what should we do now going forward? How do we make sure that this doesn't happen in 10 years' time? And we're documenting our lives every single day, aren't we? Now, we just take it for granted it's there. Facebook, Instagram, social media. You look at some of my friends who are doing daily vlogs, daily blogs, daily journals, publishing all of that stuff. And in the next 10, 15, 20 years, they're going to be able to look back through all of that and just follow their life through it. For Colin, one of the things that we're doing now is we have a website for Colin, a trust. We're trying to remember him in a positive way to impact other people. So we've got a blog there. We want to share other people's stories, people that have a memory of Colin. We want to get them to share that story with us because it'll trigger my stories that I have and other people's stories. And going forward, I mean, I just think to myself, well, I want to make sure that I document my son's life. This is Spencer. He's 14 months old, and make sure that I don't miss anything. I don't miss a thing. And my stepdad is brilliant at this. He uses his iPhone just to take clips, video clips of the kids, the grandkids, and he's got just tons and tons of video from the kids. He's going to be able to document their whole life. And we do daft things now as well. You know how your grandparents have got pictures of all your family on the wall? We've got pictures of our family on our lock screen. You know, we spread all these pictures around just to remind ourselves of all the moments that we've had together. But the key thing is that we don't take it for granted, and I can't go back and change what happened with Colin. I can't create more video and I can't create more photos, but I can certainly do something about it going forward. I can make sure that I do that. So, make sure that I don't scrimp on that. Buy the bigger iPhone, buy more memory, whatever. Just make sure that I can document Spencer's life going forward, because there is going to be a moment in the future where we're going to be like my parents were the other day, looking through photos and trying to find our memories and really coming up short, actually, on a lot of stuff. And we want to make sure that we don't do that. And the message I really want to get across today is that although your memory is a great thing, you can't really trust it. You need something that's going to trigger the memory, a photo, a video, something that you can use to tell the stories to your grandkids. And that's what makes a trigger. Realise that the stories that people share are the things that trigger your own memories. So don't trust your memory, and don't scrimp on capturing those memories. Thank you.